Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. So, Aries men, what I like to do for you today is to go on and give you a romantic specific based reading, just as I did with the females. I've already shuffled the cards. I'm going to be using my Lenormand's deck, as usual, um, to, dis to go on and do your reading. I've displayed the cards as we see here. And so, gentlemen, prior to getting into your reading, I like to just go on and make a few general assessments, okay? With combining card 30 to 35, that shows an inheritance of some sort, or perhaps inheritance or something dealing with life insurance, or perhaps some of you might work in that area. I'm also going to combine 20, 35 to 38, and that shows that, gentlemen, you're very determined men, you're very trustworthy, and some of you might even love, the water, or love even boats, or love taking boat trips, okay? Card 28, and I'm going to reverse this and combine that with 35, shows that a lot of you are very stable and dependable, and you're very loyal individuals, okay? And also with this, with 28 and 9, it shows that many of you have a very nice disposition about yourself. And of course, with 9, with 32, that shows emotional happiness. And perhaps you are going to be going on fun dates. Okay? Let's go on and just look at more characterization of you. Okay? Card 30. There shows that you're very mature, and some of you might even be single at present. Okay? Card 35 shows that you guys really do, you're interested in settling down, okay? Let's look at card 39. We already know that the 28 is you because it's the man card. So with having that 9 card near you, it shows that you're very good-natured as well, gentlemen. And combining 32 to that card, that also shows that many of you are very spiritual and highly intuitive. Okay, now just looking at the energy that we have here pervading your reading, you have a combination there of spades and hearts, but you have more of a predominance of spades. So, gentlemen, when you have that association or that particular energy, it shows that there might be a battle of some sorts that may have kind of transpired within your relationship, a lot of arguing and perhaps bickering, you know. Usually when you have this association, it usually requires some type of action of some sort that we need to do to kind of make something right. And it could indicate anything from a variety of things, from health problems to financial problems to marital ones, or even quarrels and dissent of many kinds. So, usually with this association, sometimes you can't do anything else but walk away if you can't resolve your difficulties. And because you have also hearts there too as well, that shows that the problem seems to be associated with something more emotionally. Perhaps someone has walked away from you, or you've severed a relationship in some sense. Okay? So let's go on to, I'm going to go on and just try to intuitively try to get a sense of what I'm kind of seeing here prior to getting into your individual cards. It seems that you seem to have been having romantic problems, I feel, because it looks like there appears to kind of be too many interests, perhaps, that you have. And for many of you, I kind of see perhaps an old flame who might have kind of reappeared, and possibly you might have rekindled your affair, but you might have broken up, or you've actually just met a new one. And I'm also feeling that although, the past, it seems it might have caused you some pain, it looks like you have been trying to release it. And some of you might, have been involved or are involved with someone perhaps in the legal field, or perhaps someone who might work in the government. And I'm getting a lot of air energy type temperaments here. It could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, as well as it could be a water type, temperament, a Cancer or Scorpio, or either a Pisces. I'm kind of feeling, gentlemen, that you felt you were living in a dream world, it seems, somehow, and you couldn't really see your way clear on any level. I'm kind of feeling as it relates to your relationship. And I see that some of you might have, as I indicated, with that energy that I'm seeing here, might have been separated from a lover, and you've kind of been worried to death, I'm kind of feeling, and it looks like perhaps a separation might have been caused by, of course, I see infidelity in your reading, but it looks like it might have stemmed from maybe a work situation where it could have came back out, by the person actually having an affair with someone. But again, I feel that you're gonna reunite, or you may have already reunited. But it looks like if you haven't, you're gonna need to wait patiently, because I'm feeling in the end, however, I still feel that even if you do reunite, I feel that you might still decide to kind of move on with someone else and to kind of drop a relationship, perhaps that you put so much effort into, because you feel that the person might be suitable to just be a friend of yours or whatever, not really be any type of a lifetime partner or whatever that could really, have a fulfilling relationship with you. Okay, so those are my general impressions. So I'm going to go on and get on into your reading, gentlemen, and I'm going to start with your bottom card here. And we have the card number 18, gentlemen, which represents the dog. So usually this card is all about a friend, or it usually represents dependency, gentlemen, or perhaps it could be an ex-lover whom you are kind of thinking about reuniting with, or perhaps it could be someone that you've known for a while, or perhaps someone you've recently met, or you're wondering perhaps whether she can kind of go the distance with you, or if it's someone that you could possibly to trust. And again, I feel it could be a water sign, it could be a Pisces, Scorpio, or either a Cancer. And since this card rules Venus, sometimes, the person that's associated with this card, gentlemen, is too needy sometimes emotionally. So it could also, alternatively, if we were to kind of look at this in a negative sense, it could be someone that you were connected with that you feel that perhaps they kind of, as the dog represents, they could have bit the hand that fed them, I'm kind of feeling that as well for some of you. Okay, let's go on and start with these cards are more so connected with your past. So we have card number 30. So that card is all about satisfaction, gentlemen, and it's all about peace. So it says that, many of you are, again, very established and stable, and a lot of you are very fatherly in your approach, Alternatively, it might even represent perhaps that you may have recently met an older woman, perhaps, whom you might be dealing with, or perhaps you have some interest in of some sort, because usually this card is kind of connected with Saturn. So it's usually, I kind of get a feeling that it's connected with either an earth type temperament, or Capricorn, or Virgo, or Taurus, or an air sign, as I had mentioned earlier. And I feel that you might even be kind of waiting to see how this relationship is going to develop or turn out. And some of you might, I'm kind of feeling some of you even might be a veteran, or work in social work, or even be a retired type person too with this card. But in any event, though, gentlemen, this card does have a tendency of foreboding well for love. But because of the spades, there's going to be some delays with that. And let's move on to your next card, and that's Anchor. So, gentlemen, this card is all about stability and really long-term commitment. So it shows, really great confidence in moving forward. It might also further add to the details of the person that you might be dealing with, So this card kind of, it's really all about suggesting that maybe the person that you might be contemplating having a relationship is, being that this is the anchor. The anchor, you tends to be very reliable, so you can kind of view her as being very reliable, and one that who you can really trust. And if you are contemplating marriage or more committed relationship with this person, this certainly is a great card for that. Okay. And you might also, with this card, also, want to like maybe move near water or some type of coastal line or some sort. Okay, as we've indicated, this is your significator card, so let's move on and see what's coming up in your future. So let's look at 9. That's the bouquet card. So that, I see that card as being similar to the wish card in the tarot, the 9 of Cups in some sense. And this card forecasts great joy. And it, again, usually depicts an earth or either an air type temperament. So this card shows that perhaps an exotic looking woman, may have appeared, or it may be the one that it kind of represented that you're showing here to just further add to the details of what she looks like. She has nice hair. And it also says, gentlemen, that if you want this relationship to move forward, or any relationship that you're trying to kind of get off the ground, you might need to just have a more simplistic approach to how you're kind of doing things. And I feel that there might be a gift that's usually associated with this card. So you might also receive a gift. Okay. And then just looking at the last card, which that's the moon card here. And again, that also kind of denotes water type energy. So it can be a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. And it's really, as again, all about our emotions and our feelings. So again, connecting it more to just give more of a descriptive image of the woman that I'm kind of seeing here. She could be very more of a seductress. So this energy can kind of cause you to kind of get her way somehow, gentlemen, because she's going to blow you away, or somehow I see that, you know, the future is kind of looking great for you. But in any event, I see you either reuniting with someone from whom you've been estranged, or you're going to be moving forward with someone new. But I just feel that with the person that you've been estranged from, you might decide that you may want to just go on and just be friends with that person and just go on and move forward with someone new if you can't resolve your difficulties. So really, you have a choice here, gentlemen. So, gentlemen, I certainly hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I hope that it has offered food for thought. I certainly look forward, as usual, to hearing your comments. And as well, and as always, gentlemen, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please take a few moments to do so now. And if any of you wish to have a more personalized reading, you can certainly contact me at WAT61073 at gmail.com. Enjoy your day, and thanks for viewing.